are on location in Zermatt, Switzerland, a preferred tourist destination for people worldwide who love skiing, fine food, and are just interested in the most spectacular location perhaps in Switzerland. Many of our audience also visit here, and we will meet Mr. Amade Perrig, one of the leaders of the tourist office right here in Zermatt, following these messages.
Luxury goes exploring, a true departure from any journey you have ever taken. This is the Regent experience, and we invite you aboard. Sumptuous suites, spectacular views, cuisines from around the world. Nourishing replenishment for your body and spirit. Calling at over 300 ports across the globe, Regent experiences can never be recreated. You must see it and feel it for yourself.
Welcome to the Life Extension Foundation, providing innovative answers to your healthcare questions. Can't find healthcare information that allows you to take control of your life? Then visit the Life Extension Foundation online for real answers to your questions. For free information about breakthrough therapies your doctor may not know about, access the Foundation's website at www.laf.org.
Call us today for your free, no-obligation information packet.
Our summer expedition from Florida to New York and then to Europe was a unique and productive experience in so many ways. We crossed the Atlantic on the beautiful Holland-America ship Rotterdam. Following a delightful voyage, we disembarked in Holland and then enjoyed a high-speed train, first class, all the way to Paris. Without a doubt, Royal Europe trains are the very best way to travel through Europe. After our productions in Paris, we again boarded another high-speed Royal Europe train to Switzerland. Many people would think of Switzerland mainly as a winter skiing vacation destination, as we see here. we decided to visit Switzerland in the summertime and to get to play in the snow anyway. This is actually possible even in the summer if you are high up in the Alps. The scenery is absolutely breathtaking, both in the winter and in the summer, as we made our way to the enchanting village of Zermatt. Zermatt is certainly one of the most beautiful places in the world, right below the world-famous and majestic Matterhorn. The Matterhorn Glacier Paradise is 3,883 meters above sea level, and it is the highest sightseeing point in Europe that is accessible by cableway, and yes, the air is thin at this dizzy altitude. We had another breathtaking view of the glacier and scenery on our way back down to the Grand Hotel Zermatterhof. Another thing we had to do in Zermatt is have lunch with some prominent local residents, the marmots. These are large ground squirrels and they hibernate throughout the winter. Our 3-day visit to this summer and winter wonderland ended way too soon. We took the train back, again enjoying the spectacular scenery on our way to our next destination. With us now is Mr. Amade Perrig, former president of the Zermatt Tourist Council. A real pleasure to have you with us, sir.
Welcome in Zermatt.
Did I get the name wrong? Is it the Tourist Council or Tourist Office?
Well, it's actually the Tourist Association. It's an umbrella organization for whole Zermatt. What we have actually all over Switzerland. And under this umbrella organization, there we have hotels, we have lift companies, actually everybody who is involved or is doing something in tourism. And the Tourism Association is also, it's actually a marketing organization, but takes care also many things in the resort, like events, like also building for infrastructure together with the community. With other words, the task of the tourist office is to bring as many as possible, a lot of people from all over the world to Zermatt. Look that they are spending here great holidays, and when they're going back home with the idea, I want to go back to Zermatt. That's actually the whole idea of the tourist office.
Mr. Perrig, I find Zermatt to be an absolutely amazing location. I've been in many places all over the world, from Hawaii to Israel to Canada and elsewhere, and I must tell you, this is a dream location. Tell us why it is so attractive to people both in the winter and in the summer now.
Well, actually, there are many reasons why a lot of people from all over the world are coming to Zermatt. But one of the main reasons, I would say more or less the unique reason, is the following reason. First of all, Zermatt is located in the heart of the highest mountain in Switzerland. We are surrounded by all these beautiful mountains, especially the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is an amazing mountain. It's a wonderful peak. Is high, but it's not the highest mountain in the Alps or in Europe, but it's certainly the most beautiful mountain. There is a lot of history about the Matterhorn, especially when I was the first ascent to the Matterhorn. And then all this beautiful glacier and all these mountains around Zermatt make Zermatt really special and unique. Another reason why people are coming from all over the world to Zermatt is we are a car-free place. That means there are no cars are driving around, no gasoline, no pollution. But the main thing, a car-free place means everybody keeps the car around 4 miles before Zermatt. It's called a little village. There are all the parking facilities, everything is there. And the last part, they have to take the train. It's actually a shuttle train. Every 20 minutes goes up to Zermatt. It's a train ride for around 10 minutes. But the good thing is we never had cars in the village, and we never will have cars in the village. But we kept the old type of village, all these beautiful houses we didn't destroy because we didn't have to build a lot of streets. And the air is fantastic. That's what the people, they really enjoy that. Clean air, no pollution. And plus of that, we got a lot of great atmosphere. People are walking around, they enjoy it. In the winter, it looks like a fairy tale. There is snow everywhere around there. It's actually from November till around April. Zermatt has people coming from all over, and they enjoy this car-free village. Another, for third point, why Zermatt is very unique, we have a great facilities of accommodation. We have 122 hotels, from the luxury hotel to the small little family type hotel. And the families, they own mostly the hotels in the second, third or even fourth generation, and they know their guests. Around 70% from our guests, they're coming from all over the world. They are at home here. They are very loyal guests and they like everything about that. And another thing is also, that's actually the fourth reason, we have a tremendous ski area and hiking area. Okay, there are other places in the world and in the Alps and also in the United States that are a great ski area. But what is unique here is we ski in Switzerland or in Italy. We have 73 cable car chairlifts and ski lifts. When I say we ski in Switzerland and Italy, we are very international. You can ski one day in Italy, the next day in Switzerland, or you can ski one leg is in Italy and the other leg is still, the other ski is still in Switzerland. But what is unique and special, we have around over 50 hotels, 50 restaurants in the ski area, and in the summer is all the hiking area. On all these restaurants, they have great food, they have beautiful menus and a great gastronomy. Hiking or walking, it's great in the Alps, especially around Zermatt. We have around 400 kilometers of hiking trails, and everything is nicely connected, linked. If you're tired, then there is just a gondola, and if you're thirsty, there is just a restaurant. That's very unique.
I know exactly what you mean. We've been here now for several days, and I must tell you that this village is simply spectacular. We have the pleasure of staying at the Zermatterhof Hotel, and I was so very, very impressed by the quality. In fact, even the spa there, with an incredible swimming pool and hot tub and saunas and steam rooms, just absolutely incredible. Tell us more about the clientele worldwide that wants to come and does come here to Zermatt.
Well, Zermatt is a very international resort, summer and winter resort. And you're right, we get the people from all over the world that are coming here. Mainly the people are coming from Switzerland, but also Europe, Germany, but we have a lot of people from Asia and especially from the United States and North America. Because Zermatt is so many years, we have great contact to North America, especially after the Second World War, when the Americans went all over Europe, and luckily Switzerland was not destroyed, and that's why a lot of Americans, they came to Switzerland, they came to Zermatt and spent the holiday, especially the GIs. When they came here in the winter time, often in the 50s and the 60s, Zermatt became a big ski area then. But tourism started here already over 130 years ago. One of the first guests who came to Zermatt, at first were the scientists, but then later on, then they came especially the English people. And when they came here, then we built a lot of hotels. And today, we have every year close to 2 million arrivals from all over the world. And in the winter, the guests are staying longer, are staying at least 1 week. But in the summer, we have actually more people in the summer, but they're staying, in old days, they stayed 2 or 3 weeks, but now they're staying 1 or 2 days. There's still people are staying 2 or 3 weeks, but mainly they're traveling through Europe, through Switzerland, and they have to see the Matterhorn. And that's why they are coming from all over the world.
Mr. Perrig, we are sitting here in Switzerland, which has always been a neutral country, and many people in the world don't appreciate what that really means, that Switzerland has been uninvolved in the wars of the last century.
Well, you're right, because first of all, we're a small country. When you consider the United States as over 340 million, and we have barely even not 8 million people, that's actually easier to control. And when you're small, you better don't get involved with a lot of other stuff then. And that's was a very smart decision from our politician more than 100 years ago, not to be involved what's happening around, and not to go into wars, because we're too small about that. We were not involved in the First World. We were lucky not to be in the Second World War.
Well, it's of course a great shame that any wars take place in this world, past and present. I'd like to ask you a little bit about the economy. How is it that Switzerland is doing rather well, whereas so many other countries in the world seem to be experiencing severe problems?
Well, like you're right, the economy in Switzerland right now, it's pretty good. Switzerland was always working with not huge amount, but always quite very stable. The only problem what we have right now is a little bit the Swiss franc is getting too strong, or with other words, the other currency are getting too weak. And that bothers us a little bit.
This is all very interesting, Mr. Perrig, and of course I'd like to continue on that note. However, I'd like to tell our audience that we are sitting here at the Zermatterhof Hotel in Zermatt, and behind us are people, tourists walking by, and their noises, so I hope you don't mind. I'd like to ask you a question about the unique transportation system in Switzerland. I'm very impressed.
Well, Switzerland, actually the whole Europe has a great train system, especially Switzerland. We have a beautiful net of train system. In fact, in Switzerland, all the villages and all the community are connected with an official public system, train, buses, gondola, boats, or anyway that. And to get around Switzerland is very easy about that. A lot of Americans, I know that, they're hesitating to using the train, but don't worry, in Switzerland the trains are punctual. If you miss a train, a half an hour or an hour later is in the same direction going another train. You don't have to wait so long around them. The trains are beautiful, they are convenient, fast, and always nice and clean. Tell us about the goats. We in Zermatt, we always had farming, and I myself, I also had them. And then what we have, we are cows, and these are special goats. And that's a typical mountain goat from our area. And every morning around 9 o'clock, they're going through the village, and around 5 o'clock in the evening, they're coming back from, they were out in a pasture, and they're coming back, and they put them back in the stable. And that's why we do in the summer, like we did 100 years ago or 150 years ago. I did it, my son did it, and now other young boys are taking care of the goats.
Mr. Perrig, before we conclude, tell us about the famous food in Switzerland.
Switzerland is in the middle of Europe, and we are surrounded by all of its countries like Italy, France, Germany, and Austria. And from all of its countries, we get the best part of the food as well. That Switzerland has a great selection of menus and a beautiful gastronomy. But as well, we have a lot of own. Just talking about cheese menus, there are many, and especially in this area of Zermatt here, we have a special, simple cheese menu. It's called raclette. It is from a cheese, full grease cheese. You cut that in half, you put it on a low fire, then you melt it, you scrape it off and eat it with hot boiled potatoes, onions and pickles. Very simple, but it's delicious.
I just love the cheese. It's been a great pleasure, and thank you for hosting us.
Oh, thank you. It was certainly a pleasure from our part to have you here in Zermatt. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll be right back. This concludes our special show for today from On Location in Zermatt, Switzerland. I'm Richard Peritz. Thank you for being with us.